Francisco along, look at a three. Bingo! Francisco!
Switching defense again. They can foul him. He sidesteps for three. Makes it. Sylvain Francisco, what a half.
Now you're going to try and force a bad shot. Francisco with a chance to step back three. Are you kidding me? Got it! Bingo! Francisco! On a step back three from the number three. Francisco makes it rain.
Both of their scoring tapering off a bit in the second half, but Francisco, the step back three, got it! And Zalgiris is in front.
Might want to get it in the hands of Lonnie Walker again. He's scored his first basket of the night. Francisco is confident as well, and he drives through.
Missing his first three-point attempt tonight. But remember, Cannon was 0 of 5 from downtown in his 7-point total last time. No such difficulties for Sylvain France.
And Giffey moves up to 5 points. The lead moves up to 16. Here's Francisco trying to narrow the gap. And
given a bit of a shellacking, 28 points conceded. Francisco looking for it all. Oh my goodness me. Another very experienced five on the floor as well for Fenerbahce. But Kavicius and Francisco still working in the back court. Francisco with the tease, with the fade, and beautifully done. Clock ticking here, and Francisco may have to just take this himself again. Nothing else seems to be available. There he goes. Well, why?
Through the second quarter, Sylvain Francisco hounded by Alec Peters. Francisco, in the end, able to scoop the shot up and in. Lead up to 13. As the triple is made by...
As Alba are concerned, and this guy's probably been the pick of the show for...
You can hear the shouts in the arena of Lietuva, Lithuania. Francisco along, look at a three. Bingo! Francisco! Sylvain Francisco!
Just as we did back in Milan between these two teams in October. Francisco up and in.
He seemed to slow down, getting all the way to the rim with the change of pace, change of direction, through the legs, the extension, and still the strength.
Zalgiris 9 for 12 from outside the three-point line. Look at the movement. Now it's a set-up one-on-one game. Francisco to the hoop, lay it over Njaye.
He's going to dribble this one out. Step back, three. That's
this close without exception, as long as this one has 26 or so minutes in. Francisco, 5 on the shot clock, top of the key for 3.
We might just be witnessing something crazy.
Servidis, scrappy play. Now they'll try and restore some order with Francisco stepping back for 3. Well, he missed the 2 free throws, but makes the tough.
Needs to start soon. 7 seconds left. Francisco fires for 3 and hits at the buzzer. Sylvain Francisco.
Can he be the game winner? Oh, he can. Can he? Yes! 2.2 ticks left. Sylvain Francisco.
Under 2 minutes left. Panathinaikos have only scored 7 points. As Sylvain Francisco does his fourth quarter heroics once more.
Driving through to collect the rebound. Francisco will keep this, and that'll go.
Look now again, Fenerbahce slowed it down.
Francisco finally converts on his way to the basket, looking for a call, doesn't get.
Trying to take it back a one-on-one. He's got him to the basket, foul. Can he get that one? Francisco off the backboard as he shakes and bakes Ibaka.
Francisco manages to get it back again. He's going to go at Melly. Stop, pop, and he drops like the mid-range jump shot.
He's not going to get to the rack and finish.
You don't want to foul now if you're Bayern, especially on a three-pointer. Oh, Francisco does it again.
Zalgiris. Francisco. Does it go? Yo, come on. Sylvain Francisco with a...
This season, Mike James fourth in assists with 5.6 helpers per night. And that score from Jerome Blossomgame takes him to 15 points in the game and brings his team back to within one as Francisco.
Francisco still looking for his first field goal make tonight. There's the three-point attempt. Francisco, the step away. Oh, string of music. Sylvain Francisco. This is nice. Sees the mismatch. Just a little step away to give himself a...
3 in the lead for Milan. Straight to the goal again.
As quickly as possible. San Francisco pulling up. He's going to pull up quick. And he does exactly what he wanted all night. He was 0 for 4.
Francisco checking his options. Drives, attacks the baseline, gets to the goal, and attacking the mismatch. Beating Uroš Plavšić.
Until that moment, Francisco will look to try and burst through, and he'll...
The old-fashioned way from the hot hand of David Astavidis. And then Sylvain Francisco, who provided the helper.
And there's Francisco. But that perhaps is what's impressed them on offense.
Strazel defending Francisco. He another counterpart from the French national team. As though
Francisco with the jumper.
With Sarko in front of him, Francisco got Maladon to deal with and takes the jumper from distance, and that will go. Linier brings plenty of defense. Oh, Francisco's all on his own. There you go. Lovely pass as well from Butkiewicz just to see him. Again, we've got bodies on the deck. Hackett gets up and Francisco says, well, I'll...
Now Francisco gets it back and off the glass.
To Francisco. Fires for 3 and hit. Leading is Zvezda with 16 points in the reverse fixture against Zalgiris. Into the final 2 minutes of the half. Francisco, the wrist.
Get it, Giedraitis now. Francisco got...
Francisco off the pick. Francisco finds a gap. The reverse, up and in.
Guarded by Kalinic. Step back 3. Top of the key, Francisco.
so Francisco blows by Mike James.
Butkiewicz. Now Brazdeikis back to Francisco. Francisco bouncing off of the Zvezda man and getting the bucket in off the window.
Dunstan drops it off to Francisco, who stops from the wing. Pop.
Milan mean business back home tonight. But Sylvain Francisco means business.
Miligic rotates it to Francisco. Stands still, three-pointer is bottom.
Francisco's opened up.
Brizuela has accelerated up to 17 points. Here's Francisco.
Zalgiris with the ball. Francisco goes the opposite way to the screen. Takes it at the second attempt. Slices through the defense.
Francisco. Well, it opened up for him, so yeah, take the layup.
Get into the last 2 minutes, and it's like he finds an extra gear. Here's Francisco finding one to get away from Brizuela.
With just over a minute remaining in regulation. Tough bucket.
Unanimous are on the floor for count a step back 3. That's the one, Francisco.
It's right at the start of this third quarter here, Roberson as well. Francisco holds on to it. I mean, that is...
Walker pulling the strings. Shot clock. Francisco falling away.
They've been knocked right out of their comfort zone. Francisco pot shots from a mile away. 75-67. Francisco keeps it, and Lee, I think they might pick up.